welcome to Foodies and Spice. And today on the show, this is my home kitchen. We are not in the studio. We are going to be showcasing from my home kitchen today. And why is that? That's because of the instant price hike in the market this last month in February. So we decided to do a live video in my home kitchen where we'll be using 4,000 naira to cook a budget meal for a family of 6. And I didn't want those of you who watch me on TV to miss this live cooking that I did online. So I decided to bring it online for you to see what we did. Yes, we succeeded in cooking 4,000 naira budget meals for breakfast, lunch and dinner for a family of 6. So you need to see what we did. All right? And please go call your friends, family and everybody, because everybody needs to see this video. It was not easy because by the time we planned it, we already made a budget of what we're going to buy. But by the time we decided to execute it and we got to the market, the prices had changed. Like prices changed like every other day in the market this last February. How do you manage that? That was the reason why we did this live video for our online family. Now, if you do not follow us online on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok, please do follow Foodies and Spice on Facebook, Foodies and Spice on YouTube, Gina Foodies and Spice on Instagram, on WhatsApp channel, follow Foodies and Spice, TikTok, Foodies and Spice. Just anywhere you see Foodies and Spice, just make sure that it's me and follow me. All right, thank you so much. Let's see the video. We are starting with bread. It's important, especially in my house. My kids love bread.
Me too.
But I made an emergency flatbread for them and I realized they love it too. So it must not be the one that you're buying outside, especially if you want to cut costs.
Okay.
So I'm talking about how much is a custard pail of flour?
It's not cheap.
1,200.
Yes.
Probably it's cheaper somewhere else because my estate is another.
Let's leave it.
Yes, it's another ball game entirely. So over here I have about 3 cups of
Flour.
1 tablespoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of sugar. For your flatbread, you can do anything you want. This is supposed to be lukewarm water that we should have here, but time not day for all this lukewarmness.
No, it's supper now, so we can't
Yeah,
follow
so
proper.
I'm telling you, you don't even want to be boiling water for your gas go finish. So I'm just going to eyeballing this, my guys. So I'm just adding water. If I need more flour, if it's too watery, I'll add to it. So I'm going to take that to this is a food processor. Now if you don't have a food processor, you use your hand, but because of time I need this thing to be very fast. So I'm taking it over here. You guys might not see me, but you hear the food processor. So this is it. It's here. Now also remember that when you want to use a food processor, you will use the kneading blade, not the other blade. Yeah. I need flour for the board. This one has a bit more of that bread thing without the yeast though, that my sons like. So I'm just going to knead this. You see what the food processor did? It has already done the job. And this is where I'll be needing some oil. How much did you buy the oil we are using today?
It's 400.
You have like a measurement, 400 for like how much?
This is the one for the breakfast. This is how they tie it for you in the market. So let me just borrow you people the one I have. Borrow you the one I have in my house. Let me just borrow you. So we've taken about maybe 2 tablespoons or 1 tablespoon from that one. Now this is something you can do overnight. Cover it up so you can keep that aside. One of our guests just appeared. She has been going around the estate. My house is not difficult at all.
It doesn't actually difficult.
It's not difficult. If you follow the address, you'll find it. This is our Shege Banza series. Like I said, we are seeing Shege Banza constantly in the marketplace. And for that reason, we have decided to remind all of us of some things that we can cook and make for our families, putting nutrition in our mind. When we planned to do this live 2 weeks ago, the cost of things in the market, we were going to work within 4,000 naira to come up with beautiful food. But when we went back to the market yesterday, like we had to cut down on a lot. What we are going to bring out now is just for make something dey belle. Make something dey belle. Not be because say food won't fine. Now make something dey belle and make nutrition dey body. That's what we are working with now. I have Simi here with me.
Hi guys.
Simi is my friend. She's a mommy. She's an entrepreneur. She's got a beautiful kiddies business called Foodies. And over here is my sister, Esther. Esther is what's one they call herself people they do frying cake. Cake is true.
Yeah.
Reason is say after they bake finish, they won't take their time. Decorate the cake. They'll not put price on it. Serious price. Alright guys, if you have questions or you have contributions, don't forget to drop them. I've got a lot of people behind the scene reading your messages. Now you can see that I'm very particular. So that's why I have enough greens to show for it. Garlic chives smells so good.
We need the pepper, right?
Yes, please. So over here we have onions and pepper. Depending on how your family likes heat or pepper, you just do it that way. I have a little bit of salt here to just season the oil. The carrot goes in. So we are building it up with nutrition. So you can see that we are not even using up everything. Yeah. So but if you want to, why not? So it's coming up and you can see that we've not even used the ugu. Now all of us know that if you are Nigerian and you stayed with your grandmother and everybody, all of them, they swear and believe in this ugu, yes, that it will give you blood. It will give you blood. So in case you are shorting blood because of what is happening right now in Nigeria, please embrace your ugu just a little bit. Yeah, so we can always add it to garnish our egg. I prefer the sauce with yam. Now, what do you think? Is it okay for a family of 6?
It depends on the family of 6. Okay, you say don't say we chop belle full.
No, they're not. I said they're not a chop belle full again. You'll just chop, you'll drink water, take top and move on.
Water will fill it.
Yeah, so but let's, in case we want to share 1, 2.
Share daddy's own big, you know.
I know daddy will understand this period. Make children chop first though.
That's what they used to do to
Daddy will
us.
not even be ready to eat so much.
God, I beg you.
See your 6 portions.
Yes, now we are good.
Are we good?
Yes,
Good,
good.
good, good.
We are good. Very good.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, I want us to do something quickly before we go to the bread. Let's boil the meat. And can you guess how much this is? Guys, are you all seeing it?
The whole.
Yes.
I don't guess anything again. I stopped guessing.
Something like 1,000.
Eh? It's more than 1,000.
It's actually 2,000.
2,000.
It's actually 2,000 and
Maybe
it breaks
one
my
portion.
heart that this is 2,000 naira meat in Lagos. Go show the market. I'm going to add 2 seasoning cubes to enhance the flavor of this meat because I'm using it for stock. I'll add some salt. See, I put enough salt because I'm using it for stock. I'm using the stock for both soup and stew. Some garlic chives in. For the onions, we'll use the whole bulb. We'll cover that. You can see that it already has some water coming out already because of time. So if you are just joining us, what we've talked about this whole bread stuff before is this. Kids love bread. So but it's just flour, water, probably butter and sugar, but we are cutting down costs. So we can do flat breads. We can do a bread from our house and you just go ahead and use one custard bucket, one paint bucket.
Okay.
Yeah, the same money you used to buy one loaf. We buy that one paint bucket. And you have about 24, like someone told us, 24 cups in it. And this is just 3 cups that we have used for this. This is where you can take a kneading pin, a rolling pin like this, and roll it out quickly for breakfast. So, but if you're a lazy mommy, I have secretary of the lazy mommy gang.
Representing.
Yeah. Now, if you're a lazy mommy, I've got a taco press to just help our life. Yeah. So if you buy these things now, they'll be expensive, kinda. So, but thank God that we have bought them when we bought them. Press. So instead of doing kiki. Yeah. So can you see?
There you go.
There you go.
Wow.
As in, absolutely one time, one press.
Lazy mommy won.
No, nothing.
Lazy mommy won. Hardworking mommy 0.
No. Now this is flat bread. This is what it should be. It should come up with all these bubbles and all of that. So this is what a flat bread should be. The flatter it is, the better it gets to cook through. So if you give your child one of this, it should be enough for breakfast. Really. It should be enough for breakfast.
With that, that's like a heavy breakfast.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Let's plate what it
So
should
that
look like in the
done
morning.
with that.
Yeah. So moving on, we have bread here. So let's say 1 spoon. This breakfast and it's balanced as well. The orange is important for their vitamin C. Yeah. So that's what we have here. So this is the texture of the bread. So you can use what do you think?
Not you guys don't
Is
It's
it?
okay.
This is with the sauce. It's really nice. Perfect. Perfect breakfast.
Really nice.
Yeah.
I love the sauce.
The sauce, even the bread in itself. Like if you love flatbread, this just grows.
Yeah, the more you eat.
If you eat this with fish sauce, you really love that.
I love the
Alright, so you guys can enjoy yourself. I'm going to divide my meat. So let's put 5 here. This is sad though, I'm not even lying. This is sad. So I move here. It's flat. And this will be enough for a family of 6. How much would you buy, or would they sell these 2 flakes of stockfish where you live in Nigeria here? This we got for 200 naira. Now, this is fish. Time we are talking about snail or periwinkle and the rest too. Not now, this is just some survival mode. Survival mode right now. Yeah. So maybe I should just leave this one for the evening food. So my offer is here. Now if you are doing the garden egg soup, you can do all of those things and just blend the garden egg and add to it without the thickener. The garden egg will thicken. Offer is a thickener. If you cannot buy offer that you have gari, this same gari you are using to make eba, you just take a handful, put it in your soup. There's a soup called the war soup. The base is actually gari. It's been a long time I saw things like this, but this is reality now. Because anyhow it goes, even if it becomes too light, you can always thicken back with your gari or anything you have. You can always thicken. I'm using yellow pepper for this. You can use any color of pepper you want. So I'm just going to blend it. How do you buy this one? Yellow pepper?
Okay,
150. 250. Alright, so let me season this soup. I'm still seeing some clumped up offal. So to avoid this though, like I said, please melt your offal in oil before you put it on fire. Alright, I'll put some salt. And you can see that it's rising. The more I'm adding water, it's thickening the more. I think I even added too much, and that offal is about 200 naira. That means I should have even used it for like 2 pots of soup. So because of time, I can't wait for it to finish everything that it wants to do. Let's use uziza.
Okay.
So this is uziza leaves. This will definitely feed a family of 6 and we'll have leftover. I can't even find the meat, but I know it's somewhere. It's somewhere inside here. Look at one meat. So after doing my experiment, I'll go and cook meat and put inside my soup.
Is the flakes me and maple?
Abi?
Because it's just too
This,
focus.
I'm telling you, this is actually sad. But the good thing is, this is as nutritious as a pot of soup with plenty meat.
Yes.
When it comes to nutrients, it's the same thing. It's just the look that is different. So it's as nutritious as that. Okay, so you all have seen it. We're about to turn it into another pot, but this is our pot of soup under 4,000 naira. The soup is under 4,000 naira. The meat is about 1,000 naira in here. The fish is 500 naira. That's 1,500. The stock fish is 200 naira just for 2 flakes. We've got pepper of about 300 naira. No, 150. 150. We use slightly a bob of onion to boil the meat. That's about maybe 50 naira to 30 naira. What else did we put here? The offal is 200 naira. Pumpkin leaves, crayfish 100 naira. Pumpkin leaves is about 200 to 300 naira, but we've used it for like 2 different soups. Then the uziza is 200 as well. On a good day, this is how everybody should be eating now. Just this. This Jamaya, look, you didn't chop out this, girl.
Yes, ma'am.
You didn't chop out like this.
Yes.
How many
This
of
one
you?
is an appetizer.
This one is appetizer. I actually cannot eat more than this. So.
I might not even finish.
Yeah, I can finish it.
Daniel, can you finish this one?
When it comes to swallow, I don't eat
This one is no food.
This one is not food. No, they make food in there. No, they make food in there. Charles, how far? You eat more than this? Like 2 of it.
Hey,
You cannot finish 2. This job, are you will be there?
ma. I can finish it.
why I cannot do a full one.
You see the soup? It has body. The soup has body. It's just very okay.
Yeah.
Like very, very okay. The crunch is just there. It's still there from the vegetables.
Yeah.
Like very, very, very okay. So it's very fantastic. Very okay. So what you don't have in meat, you actually have in taste here.
Just imagine.
So you don't be imagining meat.
Actually, I really
As
like it.
in, absolutely tasty. You don't need all the meat and everything. If it's me, when Nigeria was okay, snail, bush meat, everything. Periwinkle will be inside here, but to tell you the truth, you really don't need all of those things to give taste. I'm telling you, this is absolutely tasty. Absolutely tasty. So we'll just go to the usual rice and stew that we know. So I've just added garlic so that it can infuse into that oil. Garlic and onion are a match made in heaven. You love that aroma. One sachet of small tomato paste is how much? 200. Breakfast money is not up to 3,500, so we can take the 200 naira from breakfast. But the thing that is not nice is that means to eat a very minimal meal in Nigeria, morning, afternoon, evening, you have to spend about 12,000 naira. And the minimum wage of an average Nigerian is 30,000 naira. That means your monthly 30,000 naira, you can only use it to eat for 2.5 days. Because of time, I'm going to open it so that I can dry outside. So, but if, because of time, my team, they need to go home. I wouldn't want to put the meat in because, except I put it without the water, just to give you guys a feel of what it will look like. So I put it without the water. And we have one panla fish. I'll allow it to keep drying, but just for the sake of time, I'll add 2 seasoning cubes. I won't add any stock yet because I still need it to dry. Do we have curry just to pepper our neighbors? So our neighbor will think that we are cooking like 12,000 naira soup. Yeah, so just add your curry powder. You can buy sachet curry for about 50 naira, I guess, or 100. Depends. So this is just for the sake of time. If not, we are meant to give it some more time to dry up before we put the stock. So I won't put the stock at all. I'm just going to go plate the rice. So this pot would definitely be enough for a family of 6 and to still be remaining. And it's 1.5 derica. And we bought that one for 1,950, almost 2,000 naira. That's 1 serving, and I think this is a basic standard serving. It should be enough. Now this stew is actually not ready, but just because of time, I'll serve it with 1 meat. And I think that stew should be fine as well. Now, remember that I didn't put the stock because the stew is not really dried yet for stock to go in. So, if the stew is dry, you can add stock, and of course the stock will add more liquid to your stew. So this stew should serve a family of 6 for like 2 to 3 times, depending on how you guys serve. Another thing that I wanted to do is with the vegetable. You can steam your vegetable by the side and garnish your rice. So for example, this is steamed vegetable. You can have it around like this. So forget about the meat. It's just one meat, but you see with this vegetable, you have your nutrients for the day. So you can always steam vegetable aside with some salt or without salt, whatever. The reason why I don't like adding it to the stew is that it might just make the stew look somehow. So do it aside. On the side, you can steam it with onions, and this is dinner.
If you like this video, please give me a thumb up, share and comment. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, do click on the subscribe button and notification bell to enjoy more of my recipes.